The Energy Profits Levy has changed 4 times. Why is that kind of uncertainty a red flag for investors?
So as we've mentioned already, CapEx has reduced significantly over the past couple of years as a result of the introduction of the Energy Profits Levy. So as we stand today, in 2024, there was only just over £100 million spent on exploration and appraisal activities. So this is a record low for the North Sea. And with 4 exploration and 4 appraisal wells drilled throughout the whole of 2024, again, this is a record low for the basin. The issue is that many drilling rigs have now left the North Sea, and any further losses in terms of drilling rigs may result in the critical mass not being there. And this means that for E&P companies, explorers, for decommissioning activities, the rigs may not be available, and that puts extra strain in terms of the industry and also on the sector.
With record low investment, how serious is the risk of the North Sea becoming a stranded opportunity?
So, according to Offshore Energies UK, the regulator that regulates the offshore industry in the UK, the UK requires between 13 and 15 billion barrels of oil over the next 15 years, of which 4 are going to be produced domestically. Now, under the right fiscal terms and under the right fiscal incentives, they estimate that a further 3 billion barrels can be produced domestically. So over this time period, it is foreseeable that the UK could produce half of its total demand. This production would add £150 billion of gross value in addition to the £200 billion from planned production. On top of this, the fact that investment is lowering means that decommissioning liabilities and the cessation of production on different fields is rapidly moving towards us rather than staying where it was. And as a result, there's a potential that many of these fields could reach abandonment earlier than they would expected. Now, the decommissioning liability in the UK has been estimated at £45 billion. And what many people don't gather or understand is that the UK government is actually liable for about £11 billion of that through tax receipts and tax losses. Finally, there's the human cost. So the oil and gas industry is estimated employs around 200,000 people, 120,000 people directly, and 80,000 people indirectly through other services. Now, this is about 1% of the working population in the UK and about 3% of the working population in Scotland. So the issue is, if these fields reach abandonment sooner rather than later, a lot of this workforce will be lost, and they will move to other countries and other jurisdictions where there is still an oil and gas industry and there's still a government that supports that industry.